as soon as I finish futzing with my hair and my contact, laying on the ground for a good 20 minutes to stretch, to make sure that physically I'm ready to do the show, because it really is, it's like going to the gym. It's as physically demanding as any role I think that I've played in quite some time. And at my advanced age, maybe not the wisest choice I've ever made, but hey, I'm having fun. And like I tell everybody, if I live to September 1st, it will have been great.
This show for me is a lot more physical. So there are certain shows where I don't do much of a warm-up. I maybe just shake out my body a little bit and do a couple tongue twisters. But this one, because it's so physical and it's so, there's so many different dialects and different vocal choices, I have to plan time to warm up. So what I usually do is try and do a physical warm-up, get my body warmed up a little bit, and then do a lot of stretching. I have noticed that on the days that I don't do as much, when I get out there, I feel like I've got 5-pound weights on my feet and it's really sluggish. And so you've got to keep the pace going, because there's no room in this show to stop or think. You just got to keep moving.
The physical warm-ups for this show are different, more involved for myself. I warm up physically for any show that I do, but that can usually be a relatively calm thing, some light stretches, you know, deep breathing kind of thing. This is more like warming up for a basketball game. Definitely want to get the muscles loose and limber, because we're running around like crazy people. We're throwing ourselves from one end of the stage to the other, and so it's an awful lot of fun, but it's definitely not the show that you want to walk on cold for.
For every production that I do a lot of physical warm-ups, but this is very specific because I need to stretch two parts of my body, and one is my back. So I do a lot of back bends for Annabella, because everything she does is so backwards in that moment. So I do a lot of back bends and back stretches for that character, and then a lot of leg stretches, because all of the bouncing in the train and in the car, it all happens in your hamstrings and your glutes, and so they hurt all the time. So I do a lot of stretching for that. And then also Mr. McQuarrie never lifts his feet, so that all comes from my thighs. So this particular show has a particular set of physical warm-ups that I do just for these characters.
We'll begin in just a few minutes. Please take your seats.